In this tutorial, I will show you how to achieve restaurant design like this in Canva. Let's get into it. Using the Instagram dimension, change the background color to any of your choice. For this, I am using red. Next, you want to add some texture, so go to Element and search for soft green texture, just to add a bit of texture to the background. Now, let's reduce the transparency of this grainy background. So click here and then reduce the transparency to any of your choice. For this, I'm using 70. Now click T on your keyboard and then put in your text. I want to change the font of the text. So for this, I'm using a bubble font, making it extra bold. I will increase the size of this text. Now let's change the color. I'm using this color right here because we don't want to use a dark color on a dark background. Then I will reduce the letter spacing to about -28. Increase the size. Now let's duplicate. Just click here to duplicate. I will duplicate this into 4 places. Then I'm just making sure they are well aligned. Now this is what we have. On your keyboard, click the letter R so that a square appears. Then adjust the corner rounding. Increase the size. Let's move this forward. Making sure it is center aligned. Now let's duplicate, because this is the text box where we are going to put our text. You now change the color of this, change the border style to, let's make it about 2 or 3 is fine. Change the border color. I will just paste the color code that I want to work with. Now let's make sure that the elements are well aligned. Move this upwards, then select both of them. Make sure they are center aligned, just like this. Now go to Element and search for drop shadow, because I want to add a bit of shadow to the elements. So let's look for a shadow that's the same shape. So this is perfect. Reduce the shadow to fit the box. Position and move it backwards, so it should be at the back of the brown box. Let's move upwards. Now I will do the same thing for this element. Let's use this. Make sure it is visible. Then I will duplicate and then flip, because I want the shadow to be at both sides. Now that you are done, add your text. So click on this text here and duplicate it to allow us add our text. Change the color. Reduce the size. Go back to your element and search for notification bell. Input the rest of your text. Make sure it is well aligned, and then let us add another box. So duplicate the first box that we have, and now we are going to repeat the first process, which is adding shadow to this box. Now that we are done, let us add the border. So go to Elements and search for border. This time around, we'll take options from the photos. So let's use this one. Go to position and drag it forward. First of all, let's edit. Click edit, then click adjust. I want to increase the saturation and the sharpness. Do this until you are satisfied with what you have. Then go to shadows, click on drop, then adjust these settings just like this. Keep adjusting the settings till you are satisfied. Now let's go to edit, click on blur to have the blur effect. So we're going to leave this at 48. Then we'll rotate it and then duplicate to other parts. Let's reduce this blur. It looks too blurry. Let's leave it at 32. So reduce the size, then we're going to rotate it and duplicate across other places. Now go to brand fetch under apps to add your logo. So for this, I will search for Glovo, which is the delivery platform that I'm using for this tutorial. Then Child Deck 2. Now for this Glovo logo, you can see that we cannot change the color here. So what to do, go to edit, go to duotone, click custom, then change the shadow color to light nude color, then the highlight color to also the same color. And you can see that we have been able to change this. I have an in-depth tutorial where I spoke about this. So let's put a WhatsApp icon and then the phone numbers. And this is pretty much what we have. You can use this for your Instagram designs, for your Instagram page, and lots more. If you found this helpful, please leave a comment and subscribe so you can see more practical Canva tutorials that are also very beginner friendly to use. See you in my next video. Toodles!